Alrighty tighty then, alrighty too. Let me just put my tag axle back up. It'll help if you put it in gear, Barry lad. Right. Good morning. We had a cracking ride in here. It's a pity I didn't film any of it. I'm in the Scottish borders, obviously. A place called Duns. It's lovely up here. I just must be mindful here because there's just a skip on this side of it. Got to reverse back. Right, I've just tipped this load here. Guys watching me back out towards the road. I've got to reverse back a little bit. I can't reverse back out onto the road, you see, because there's another wagon just come in on this side to tip. On that side of me there. So what we're going to do is go out through this industrial estate here. So just have to be extra mindful. Just watch. I shouldn't clip. I can see. What the hell was that? Must have been him taking his handbrake off. It frightened me to death. That absolutely frightened me to death, that then. Him a fella outside of me, truck taking his handbrake off. It freaked me to death.
100 yards, turn left.
Freaking does death, that. Right, let's have a look where we're at here. Hang on, I'll just reply to this one. There's somebody messaged me. One second. Seems okay so far, so good. Righty tighty. That'll do us. Just put that in. For now. So yeah, sorry about that. 1 second. Righto, let's get going. We've just tipped there at whatever that place is.
You will arrive at your destination at 12:18 p.m.
Thank you very much. We've just tipped there at where that place is, and we're going now. We're in Scotland.
A6112.
We're in Scotland. We're at a place called Duns. Just mindfully, just coming out of this industrial estate. Yeah, we're in Scotland now. We're at a place called Duns. We're now going back empty to Selkirk, and we're going to pick up a load for Cambridge. So that'll be nice. That's the rest of my day sorted out. Today's Monday. We've had a good weekend off. Just mindful. Go on, lad, get round. Go on, get going. Aye, this is where I've just been into here on this little bit of an industrial estate. I've just drove in it. I didn't realise you'd to reverse it. Nobody told me. It's the first time I've been, so I drove in. That guy there is just coming at back of me for tip. Mindful, thingamajig though. Go on, ahead, fella. Tell him. That guy's just coming at back of me, but forklift man said, no, you're alright. He says, just drive forward. He said, it might just need a couple of shunts back and forth and get bored off, but you're alright, you can get out to the road. Right up, pal, that'll do for me. So if you've not been somewhere before, you don't know, do you? Do you know what I mean? So if I ever go again, I will know for next time to reverse it. But I could have reversed out, but it would have been tight. But that Sumner's guy coming at back of me and reversed in, and he frightened me to death when he took his handbrake off. Before then, I just heard this. I thought the freaks that I'm not busted somewhat, have I? I couldn't see anything in mirrors. But any road, it is what it is. So happy Monday to you then. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a good weekend and all that crap. Oops, I don't know what I've just done there. I've pressed on something. And that'll be that.
After 200 yards, go around the roundabout.
So we're coming back into Duns now, and I've been to Duns before on a chipper job a long while ago. So I want to go. Where do I want to go, Barry? Lad, it's a good point. I want to go straight on.
Go around the roundabout. First exit.
Straight on and over. I'm heading now back towards Earlstown. That's it.
2 new orders received.
I'm heading now back towards Earlstown. That's where I've come in from. Back towards Earlstown, back onto the A7.
Follow A6105, Curry Street, for 7.5 miles.
I've got to take up some of this cycling. There's nothing I can do. The road's narrowing and whatnot. You know what I mean? Little mini traffic islands here. This is a beautiful little place, this Duns. I actually thought I was going to be dropping down to Wupperton. I was quite expecting to be dropping down to Wupperton actually, to the sawmill at Wooler again. It's not that far down the road. Now I'm going picking up concrete, so it'll be a trailer swap at Silloth for Cambridge, I believe. But anyway, this is Duns. I've been on the outskirts of Duns before. When I was with Yankees, I'd done a chipper job up there. And I came in from the A1 to the side of Berwick and Alnwick. And I had to come down. Didn't come through this particular part of Duns. I had to come through another part, and it was down fiddly on to Taito. You know what I mean? To the side of yonder. That knows where yonder is, doesn't it? It's all there. Anyway, that's where we went to. So on the way out, I come on the way out on this 6015 Malarkey, which we're on now. But I didn't come through this bit. I'll show you where chipper job was in a minute. And I come out and I turned right out at chipper job. Went down to Crisscross Road there for A697. You turn left for Coldstream. I turned right for Earlstown, right, then immediate left again, and we went through Earlstown there and back over to A68. See, we've no choice here but to take up path. I don't know why they've put two big wide cycle lanes in like that. Two big wide cycle lanes and one lane in between where everybody's meant fate over. You know what I mean? Puddled. Rennie Road. I went down there and round yonder, onto 68, dropped onto 37, and boosh, that's where we went. So that's the way we're going to go home now. We might get some interesting footage. No, I thought it would have been a good little, well, it was a good little run, this one. I thought it would have made an interesting video on the A7 coming through Langham, Hoyk, that sort of thing. But I didn't end up recording, I just come out our yard at Longtown and cracked on. Well, we're going to go back pretty much same way, like. Well, actually we're not, because I ended up coming through, I think it would have been quicker if when I come through Hoyk or Harwick, when I come through Hoyk, I went up through Hoyk, and instead of going left for the A7, I followed it round to right for Kelso on the A16, I think it was the A168 or something like that. And that seemed to take me bloody ages. It seemed to take me a long while before eventually it spat me out onto the A68. But where it spat me out onto the A68 eventually, I turned left actually for Edinburgh. If I'd have turned right, I would have gone through Kelso. Them roads look tight on the map. Hold on, have I just come past that pigging chipper job? I have. I'm sure I bloody have. No, this is it here, isn't it? No. This is it. On the right hand side here, there should be a little bloody thing here with like a bloody arch gateway going in, and I've done a chipper job there. Here it is, lad. Aye, this is it. If that keeps on that road up there where we've just come from, not go through Duns itself, you come to A1, but there, straight in front of you now, that's where I've done a chipper job in there in them grounds. And they reckon there's no way we could have made this left turn in. I'd have made it, I don't need to bother. So we had to come round from to the side, from Scotland, from Edinburgh, and blah blah blah. Any road. I was tipping near Edinburgh anyway, so it didn't matter to me. I'm rambling on a bit, aren't I? But I done a chipper job in there, down at back of all these trees here, see they. I come out this road, so I know where I'm going now. I know where I am. Well, yeah, this morning I've come through Hoyk. And instead of going up to A7 towards Selkirk, Gala Shields, I ended up going right on 6 Summit 8. 668 or 6 blah blah 8 toward Kelso. And I thought it was a bloody longer way around that, because when it spat me back out onto A68, you come to Crossroads, you turn right for Kelso on A68 and blah blah, or left for Diddley-Dee and Edinburgh. I've turned left for Diddley-Dee and Edinburgh, and I've ended up coming back to the same bloody roundabout what we're going to come out on in a bit. And if I turn left, it says left for Carlisle and A7. So I'm thinking that'll take me through Selkirk and blah blah and any road. We're getting there, so it is what it is. There's probably no out in it. There might be 10-15 minutes in it or something, but it just felt longer to me earlier on. But we'll see how we get on. So I'm happy that my last video seemed to go quite well, actually. I did take a clip out of that last video. It's when we were going over it's the video 4th Road Bridge, basically. I took a 4-minute clip out of that over the weekend, and I titled it, "This is why, you know, articulated truck drivers get paid 50 grand a year." I was obviously trying to boost the ratings up to that. I was trying to boost the views up, and it seems to have worked. It's got like 7,000 not views. What I wanted to put on it was caravans and complete knobhead, like, you know, car towing caravan cuts up HGV, but I don't really want to do that, because that's then me shithousing, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't really want to shithouse. I'm not like that. So I just done it for a bit of fun, saying HGV driver. That's why we get paid 50k a year. And it seems to have been received well, but that's only one 4-minute clip of a longer video. So if you want to see the full video, go on to my channel and look for the 4th Road Bridge. We come from Thingy Services, basically, the 4th Bridge. Right, Greenlaw and Earlston, this is where we want, pal. This is where I've been out before. I've come in this road, like I said. Shut up with bloody thing, yeah. Roads are perfectly doable down here. I've also decided to pack in smoking. I've not had a cigarette since I went to bed last night, and it's now 9:30. So we've done alright there, haven't we? Now, as I've just mentioned it to you, I'm thinking about one. I've not thought about one proper all morning. They've just been affecting me breathing again recently, and I'm thinking, oh Lord, they're not right. They're killing me. They're slowly killing me. So time I packed them in. Plus they're too expensive. I can save 50 quid a week on 6. So I got told about a fella today. Got mentioned about a fella called Robert Tyke or something like that. He's trucker like from Yorkshire. There's always some bugger from bloody Yorkshire in like that. Alex has bred Yorkshire. Alex has bred without taking out. He said, "You could make brown." I said, "Who?" He said, "You." I said, "Me." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh." He said, "Well, can you make brown?" I said, "Who?" He said, "You." I said, "Me." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Fuck off. I'm from Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Yorkshire born and bred, strong in the arm and thick in the bloody, well, anyway, you know what I mean? There was a lad called Robert Tykes who apparently subscribes to this channel and watches my videos. So somebody mentioned on the last one that Robert Tykes, trucking or something, has been on talking about you. So I watched a bit of his video where he's on his way to Paris, and I thought, fair play to you, lad, why not? Italy, sorry. I thought, fair play to you, why not? But yeah, he's from Yorkshire. Right Yorkshire. Talks right bloody Yorkshire and all. Fair play to you, pal. Thank you very much for the mention. And thank you for including me in your video. Yeah. Link to my channel and all that. Very nice of you, sir. I'll try my best to do the same with this one, if I remind myself on that. I love Yorkshire, by the way. Yorkshire. Put it in peas, lad. Put it in peas. What do you mean you want carrots? No. We don't do anything like that here. We have peas. We have potatoes, peas, mash, gravy, and pie. We're from Yorkshire, lad. Yorkshire. Yeah. Everybody in the world should be from Yorkshire. Tell everybody there's a Yorkshireman a woman, a lass, just dying to get out. Not dying to get out to Yorkshire, just dying to come out and say they're proud to be Yorkshire. I know something, you know what I mean? Know what I mean, lad? I put in the page, yeah, Yorkshire. Beautiful place, Yorkshire, beautiful county, I love it. I love it. Well, they seem to have a proud heritage and a proud accent. Yorkshire, don't they? That knows what I mean? Yorkshire tea. Yeah, so anyway, we're in Scotland. And we're going back to a place called Earlstown now. We're going to go through Earlstown, pick up the A68 again, and then start making our way back on the A7. Had to come over White Line then. These roads are just tighten in here for these little bridges. Now, what I did notice on my way in, and I didn't notice it the last time I came down here, was all this lovely fencing here. Is that to keep people out, to keep the sheep in? I don't know, but there's all fencing all the way down here. All the way down. All wooden fencing. I bet it looks pretty cool when it's been snowing. I'm just extra mindful here because you're just getting little not a ditch as such, but just a little gravel pit at the side here. Where the road's contouring and bending, it's throwing you over towards it. And if you put a tyre in, it'll drag you in, and you'll end up in dyke inside. You know what I mean? So I've just got to be mindful here. It is just like a little strip of gravel all the way on left hand side where they've done some kind of works and not patched it up. Just patched it up and not relaid the entire surface. I don't know. But if you put a tyre towards it, it just starts trying to drag you in. So that wind's picking up a bit now as well. See the lovely hills and fells, scenery in the far distance there over yonder. Not Yorkshire, it's bloody Scotland, lad. Scotland now, lad. Aye, that be it, aye, Scotland. So we're going to come down through this. The road gets a bit tightened a bit. We're going to come down through this thingamajiggy-malarkey. We'll come to a crossroads in a bit, down through it, and then we turn right. Turn right, then immediate left and through Earlstown. Greenlaw, this is what I'm looking for, Greenlaw. I think this is it now. Come down through Greenlaw now to a T-junction. We turn right, then immediate left. It gets a little bit tight. We go through Earlstown and then we come out, we turn left again onto the A68. Just mindful, we are in a 20 now. They're all 20s now, these little villages and that. Just mindful here because there's parked traffic on the left hand side, so mirrors.
A697
Signal off
square,
road.
then
Mirrors in Yorkshire, just sounds like mirrors in Lancashire. And well, this is it, we turn right here at this crossroads basically at the end. We turn right, then immediate left, and then we go through Earlstown, and then we turn left onto the A68, come down to a big roundabout, and we turn right towards
turn right, then
A7
take the
and
third
Carlisle
left.
basically. And that should then, theoretically, take us through towards Selkirk. So just mindful here, curb tightens, mirrors, pedestrian just walking there behind us now, mirrors, just mindful looking where he is. Mirrors as we come out. We're on it. So we turn left down here, I think, now,
After
through
200
towards
yards,
Earlstown.
turn left,
Earlstown.
A6105, Wester Row.
This is it, A6105. Thank you. This is the one here. Earlstown,
left.
not town. Yeah, we turn left here. Yeah, I have been out this way before when I've done that chipper job with Jenkins, so we just need a nice wide swing. There's nothing behind us, but just mirrors anyway, because we're coming over to the other side of the road. So it's a nice wide swing onto Western Road, and we don't take this house down. Just mirrors as we come round the end. Watching where headboard is on trailer. Progress. Just mindful of this father and Babby. Babby's waving to us, see. Babby's waving to us. We'll wave back. Hey, they're great when they wave. They're so innocent when they wave, like hi. I always normally
Wester
give them a
Road
wave
for
back,
10 miles.
Pip thorn and the flashlights or something. I don't know. It makes the day, doesn't it? I like see when they're all stood up bridges waving me. It's only sometimes you get someone piss on you or throw something at you. Wave to you initially, when you start waving back, they throw something at you. Touch wood, that's not happened for a while. Some mirrors, we're just coming out of the 29 and we're back into on speed limit. Which for us it'll be 40. So we'll be mindful of that. So we are in Scotland. So this is it, we keep going now on the 6105 through Earlston and we turn left to the side of Earlston, pick up the A68 which will run us back then to this roundabout thing in Malarkey, and that'll take us down the A7 back towards Hawick. And we'll come through Hawick, we'll come through towards Langham, a Longtown, a Little Potato. That'll be that. Beautiful round here though, isn't it? It's alright, isn't it? So just mirrors, a nice steady line of traffic now behind us. One particular car just trying to look out and just put its nose out just to see if it can take us or not. Raddly, addly, addly, boo, stinking rotten swine and chew. There it goes, it just decides to take us now when bus is coming towards us. I'll just come off that gas, because it will create a domino effect. They all want past. They have umpteen opportunity and then they just decide to come past you when there's a bus heading towards them. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a lovely day up here in Scotland, up here in the Scottish borders, but it is quite breezy. It's picking up a bit, that wind. Blowing a gale a little bit, like. Some mirrors, there's another car coming past us now. There is another two behind it, so just thinking that they might take the plunge as well. Faddly diddly addly doo, a stinking rotten swiney chew. Mirrors, just mindful of Tesco's, I think it is, turning. Just come off that gas, just poised ready like a coiled spring, lad. That knows what I mean. Mindful here, I don't know what this is, it's a wet patch on Flora. There's been a puddle here and Firma's been in and out of field at some point. On Flora, lad, that all's on Flora. Right up Flora here, aye, we're it, aye, we're all on Flora. No, it's not mean floor, no, we're all on Flora, lad. I had a couple of, well, the majority of people was commenting on that last video, it was, all positive and that. I did have one dickhead come on and just being a knob, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think she's the dog's bollocks and blah 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 blah, he's driving with one hand and I thought, just fuck off, you prick. And I couldn't even be bothered, just posting back flowery reposts. I did reply to him, he said, driving with 42 ton on it, on back. So I was a clever bugger like it. So, well, actually, the truck was empty. I'd already tipped the load further on up the road. And it's actually 44 ton when fully loaded, not 44, but 42. And you can't get 42 ton in back of it. You know what I mean? I'm being a smart ass. And then he or she replied, oh. And I thought, well, one, you've no idea what you're on about. 2, you're clearly wanting arguments and just a keyboard warrior. And 3, I can't be arsed with you. So rather than post flowery posts, I just fucked him off. Couldn't be bothered. I've no time for idiots. The older I'm getting, I've just no time for idiots. I thought, this guy just keep coming back with shite. Probably never even been in a truck. He's probably just sat there playing Euro Simulator online or something. I can't be bothered. And then I did have one other person, I think it was a woman, I can't mind on her name, make a comment and said, I like your videos, I like watching your videos, but I don't like your foul mouth. I thought, well, what do you fucking want for nothing? Do you know what I mean? What do you want for free? Who's forced you to watch it? You know what I mean? But then I thought, well, actually, it's a fair point. I do swear quite a bit. What was it James Brown once sang about? This is a man's world. This is a man's world. And we're coming into a 20. So mirrors. And just watching where we're going. Right, this will be, what's it called it then? Earlston. We come through here and we make a left-hand turning in a bit onto the A68. So yeah, it was a fair point what this woman made about, you know, I like your videos, I like you, but I don't like your foul mouth. I thought, well, thanks for that, but I never asked you to watch it, did I? Do you know what I mean? It costs you, and it's cost you fuck all. Like, well, you do feel like saying sometimes, what do you want for free? You know, what do some people want and expect of you for nothing? It's cost them fuck all. Watch. You know, and you get like people, I don't like that camera angle, why don't you do such a thing? And what you need to be doing is posting this and then cutting it there, editing that in and then doing that. And they're like trying to produce you and you think, what do you want for free? Do you know what I mean? And yes, I do swear, I do. I'm a real person, I keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat this up and try and pretend be something I'm not, or somebody I'm not. If you want all that flowery crap and bullshit, then there's plenty other truck vlogging YouTubers out there what'll cater for your every needs with all that shite. I can't be doing with all that shite. The next thing you'll be wanting me to fucking start signing you up for Y foods and done your HTV test recently? Why don't you have a look at the Fucker's Handbook? Oh, there's some great dog insights in the Fucker's Handbook. All the information you need to know about your vehicle height so you can get under all the bars on the car park and lights out, you know what I mean? Hands off cocks, grab socks. I'm not into all that shit. There's enough of them out there doing that fucking crap. I can't be arsed with that. If that's the kind of thing you want, then go and watch them channels. You're not wrong channel here, so yes, I do take on board what somebody said about I swear too much, but am I going to change the way I do my videos? Am I fuck? You know what I mean? If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's one of them. Not having a go, and I might lose a couple of subscribers here, but if you don't like what I do, don't fucking watch. You know what I mean? Don't come on here trying to tell me what for do on my own channel. You know, it's like, if I'm going to swear, if I want to swear, I'm going to swear. I'm not doing it on purpose, it's just, I swear. And I'm a real person, does that make sense? People swear in real life. So if you want all that shite and bullshit, go and watch the other fellas. Mirrors! Anyway, I'm glad we got that off our chest. Well, thanks very much for your comments. It was noted, and then not a blind bit of notice was taken. But cheers anyway. Just mindful here, because as we're coming round, there is dry stone walls on either side of this narrow road. There is also 2 cars coming up behind us now as well. I've got an hour 47 left on this run, and then I've got to take half an hour, so I think we're going to probably, more than likely, running in towards Selkirk or Hoyk, and then we'll take half an hour. So this will make a nice, interesting bit of driving footage, I think. It's coming in towards a 40, just mirrors. We're only doing 40 anyway because it's Scotland, isn't it? And that's the national speed limit for us in a heavy goods vehicle. It's a just mindful because we're just coming in towards built up areas now, housing and farms and this, that and t'other. Road conditions are dry though and it's a beautiful day. Mirrors. Yeah, that breeze is just picking up again, just ever so much. Tickling and fackling, rolling down this hill and it's pushing us on. Shaddly daddly daddly doo, stinking rotten twining shoe. Some of these clouds look like they're holding a bit of rain up ahead. There's quite a lot of dark grey clouds up there, so I think we're going to have some showers at some point. So if my calculations are correct, then the place he sent me the message to that we're loading for before is down near Cambridge. So that'll be that'll be rest of my day sorted. That won't be getting tipped today, that'll be being tipped tomorrow. I'm happy with that. Knowing my luck, it'll be some place around corner from Selkirk. We wanted it tipped at 1 o'clock today. It's booked in for 1 o'clock. So fingers crossed that'll be tomorrow's job. But yeah, knowing my luck, it'll be booked in for 1 o'clock today. At some place just round corner from where we're loaded. Hey! Just mirrors, truck coming towards us, it isn't Arctic. It's another daff. Mirrors as it comes through. Just back him off, can't see what's coming round this corner now, just looking over at the edges. Our road's clear. Shake it up and tick tick do. Shake it, tick it on my bread to pie. Diddle up a diddle light die die. Shake it up do do do. Shut up, will ya? I've got to come over. It's running us up the thingy and the bridge narrows. Wagon coming towards us, mirrors. The bridge narrows though, so you've got to come over a little bit wide for Tech Bridge. Somebody said, why don't you turn this lane departure thing off? Well, it's not a bad idea, but at the end of the day, it's there for a bloody reason, isn't it? If you fall asleep or something and you start drifting, it's there for a reason. So why tamper with things what are there for your safety? There's no need to, really, is there? Right, here we go, pal. Earlston, A6105, may want. Just keep on this road, basically. Does tighten a bit, just mirrors as we come down. No gas, just rolling down, gravity mirrors. Road opens up again now. 1.25 mile off Earlston. Does narrow a little bit as we go through Earlston. Decent enough little village, mate. Mirrors. Can't quite see what's coming down bottom left hand corner, so mirrors back him off a touch. now, just coming into, it's either going to be a 30 or I would suggest a 20, because it is Scotland. So we're just coming into a 20, 300 yards off. Mirrors. Just back him off, ready. There is now 2 cars behind us and a third one coming up behind the second. So there's going to be 3 cars behind us shortly. Just backing him off again and just coming into 20 now. Everywhere you go now in Scotland, in all these villages, they're all 20. It makes sense, to be honest. This is Earlston. It does make sense, to be honest. I mean, would you really... You lived in a little village like this, do you want one of these articulated trucks coming through at 30, 40 mile an hour on these roads? Do you know what I mean? So you can't complain. It's other drivers can't complain saying it's 20 mile an hour, it's a load of rubbish, and car drivers. Do you want, do you want your kids playing out on these streets here now with one of these things raining on through village at 30 or 40 mile an hour? Same with cars, they're all going too fast these days. Some mirrors. Traffic on our left, truck coming towards us, so we'll just back him shy here and let this guy come through. He's got right away anyway. I did see his hand up, I was just going to call him ignorant, and he did put his hand up and thank us. Oh, by the way, these videos that I do are in no way, shape or form trying to, act as a driving instructor or out like that. I just speak out loud and say what I see and what I'm reacting to. I'm no expert, I've never been an expert, I've never claimed to be an expert. Like I said, I did have one guy trying to give us grief like at the weekend about, yeah, he's trying to think he's the dog's bollocks and he's doing this wrong and he's doing that wrong, and I thought, fuck off. Thank you. But no, I'm no expert. I've never claimed to be, and I never will claim to be an expert. I just talk out loud, waffle on a load of shite, and say what I'm seeing and what I'm reacting to. So I'm not perfect. Every day is a school day, and it always will be. But I am now an experienced driver. I've been doing it for long enough now. So this is Earlstown then. Well, I'll never try and be the big I am or an expert, because I'm not. I think once you try and be an expert, you're setting yourself up for failure and criticism. So just mirrors, just put signal on now. Just mindful, because people might think we're turning into this street, so we'll take signal back off now as we're out. Mirrors. We're going to go to the end of this village and turn left. That's the Swan.
At the end of the road, turn left, A68, Melrose
Road. It's like a nice pub actually, the Swan Lounge. It looks nice round here, it really does. It looks bob on. The Black Bull, I fancy a pint in the Black Bull. The Black Bull at Earlston, yeah. Yeah, this is where it is now, the 68 towards Jedburgh.
Turn left.
St Mirrors, road is clear, we're straight out. Now back on a 30, Mirrors as we come round. Signals off, progress. Car and a trailer just pulled out on us. Yeah, I quite fancy the Black Bull at Earlston. Yeah, that looks like my kind of pub, the Black Bull. Are you from Earlston? Tell me what the Black Bull's like. Tell me what the history was like with the Black Bull. I bet there's been some, swashbuckling tales gone on over the years in the Black Bull. The time when Oliver Cromwell and all his men once came through and almost conquered Earlston. Well, they stopped short for a sandwich at that van there. And there was some buxom bar wench called Doris who beguiled them with a tale of woe and poisoned the ale. They ordered a flagon of ale, and Doris had laced it with a dark potion of, I don't know, licorice tortoise or something like that. And they woke up 2 days later with bad heads, and by that time all the men had gone on without them and been slaughtered and been conquered and captured, and Cromwell retreated, back down the road to Kelso, where he met another buxom bar wench called Diane, and things went a little bit differently. You know what I mean? I'd love to present a history programme with that kind of mindset, I really would, And here we go now, and this is the battle, this is what took place, and well, Cromwell and his men came up here, and the Black Bull was just situated over there, and one of them had a right thirst on, so they went in for a pint, and 3 flagons later they thought, fuck it, we'll invade Normandy instead. You know what I mean? I'd love to do that kind of a documentary. They thought, fuck it, they're all good lads, they've done us no harm, fuck it, we'll go back to Normandy and cannonball them instead. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is should be the A68 now, actually. So we'll come down the A68 and we'll get to this roundabout and we'll swing a right. It's signposted for Carlisle and the A7. But where I came in, when I come through Hoyk, I actually come through Hoyk the other side, and I'd come off the A7 and I went onto the, I think it was the A698 or something like that, heading towards Kelso and Jedburgh, I think it was, yeah, Kelso, Jedburgh, that way on. So it seemed to take me longer, but obviously when I drop down to this roundabout in a minute, I'll turn right for the A7, and it's signposted for Carlisle. So that then should take me in towards Selkirk. I think that way would have been quicker, but I don't know if there's much in it or not, you know what I mean, it's what it is. This is the River Tweed even, that was just going over there. Berwick upon Tweed, no doubt. This is my roundabout here, I think. It should be signposted for the A7 and Carlisle. Was if I go straight on, I'd come in from the way I came in on the A68 towards Jedburgh.
A68.
This is taking me towards Carlisle A7. I went towards the A68 towards Jedburgh and Newcastle and that. I'm going to go right the way I know now towards Carlisle.
Go around the roundabout, first exit.
There's nothing coming. Go on, lad, get picked up. Yeah, that's the way I came towards from Jedburgh and St Boswell's. That's it, Newton, St Boswell's, and blah blah blah. But I'm going back this way now towards Carlisle, basically. That means I'm going to run via Scotland. I don't know. I think it should take me back towards Hoyk this
Follow
time.
A6091, Main Street,
Yeah,
3 miles.
Gala Shields, that's it, A7 Gala Shields. That's the way I should have gone, A7 Gala Shields. I think it might be a little bit of a longer way around that, I'm not sure. That's where we're at now. La 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 la, ha ha. Gala Shields, Carlisle. A7. Not smoking, you don't know what to do with yourself. You know, your hands get restless, or you're thinking, should I eat something? Should I have a drink? You know. Whereas one cigarette will pretty much last you an hour, and you just don't bother about it. But then you're thinking, now, so what do I do? Where's my hands at? Should I eat something? Should I pick something up? Should I have a drink? Should I turn radio on? Should I, you know what I mean? Bizarre, isn't it? Dropping downhill now. Car just pulled out on us. Unsticky rotten swine, it's you. Oh oh, unsticky rotten swine. Oh, diddle-umma diddle-umma diddle-ah, diddle-umma diddle-bretto, ha-ha, ta-ta, yick-a-tum, tick-a-tum, tetto. Oh, that's the current number 1 by Johnny Get Your Gun Catcher out. Annie Get Your Gun. Annie and the Apple Catchers. It's the latest single, even the latest single to be released by Annie and the Apple Catchers on BBC 6 Music. Coming at you next week from the Raconteurs, and one by Johnny and the Diamonds, and one by Billy Bo Peep and his wife Run Sheep. They're playing at the Manchester Arena. Well, the pub round the corner called the Star and Garter, because they can only fill about 20 people, and that's that. Well, it's just round the corner from the Manchester Arena, and we'll feature that track next on 6 Music. With me, your old mate Dorothea. You know. To a 50. Oh, aye. Still 40 for us, mind. This is the Borders General Hospital. So we are on the. We are coming through the borders. Coming through the borders, lad. Coming through the borders. Coming round the mountain when she comes, lad. Coming round the mountain when she comes. Mirrors, lights are on green. We're coming up to this roundabout. We're going to go left. Signposted Carlisle A6091, A7, and Gallus Shields. Oh, aye. The Gallus Shields, that's a great name for a band, isn't it? You could perhaps feature them on BBC 6 Music, couldn't you? The Gallus Shields, oh aye. With their latest new single, Who's Got Me Strong But Me Ass Is Coming. You know what I mean?
Go around the roundabout, first exit, A6091.
Who's this guy going? He's going to the over, alright. Mirrors. Who's got me strong but me ass is coming. My piss is coming, you know. Aye. Oh, aye, it's all going on. It's all to be a radio presenter on BBC 6 Music, you know what I mean? Selkirk, that's where we're going to end up. Yeah, I've just come the opposite way, basically. I turned right out of Hoyk, and I came up towards Kelso, and then I come up the other way. Whereas if I'd have turned left out of Hoyk, I would have ran up the A7 to Selkirk and blah blah blah. So I think it's 6 and 2 3s. I really do. I don't think there's much in it. I think it's 6 and 2 3s. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to go back via Selkirk, and then we'll do another one from Selkirk all the way down to Langham. Why not?
After 400 yards, go around the roundabout,
Just
second
mindful of
exit,
these words,
A6091.
Coming up to roundabout, we're going to go straight on. Mirrors. Mirrors.
Go around the roundabout,
Mindful.
second exit.
There's all as one. All as one red curve, it'll catch you out at random. I shall try to. Not when you're on form like a coil spring, lad.
Take
Signals
the
on.
exit, A6091.
Mirrors. Mirrors as we come out, signals off, mirrors again. Over towards this white line so we don't cut up this trail, and mirrors as we come round. Progress. Mindful, there's a van out on the right hand side. I think it's these council workers again, but you never know, it could be a speed camera. But we're not speeding, we're doing well under 40. The idle, sticky rotten twine in the lamb tucked in. This will be the river again, it's widens out a heck of a lot there. I think it's the Tweed, I ain't sure. They all look bloody
After
same.
400 yards, go around the roundabout, first exit, A7.
Just mindful of this cyclist here, see. So we're going left here, Selkirk, Hoyk, Faddley Far. So mirrors, signals on.
Go around the roundabout, first exit.
Just over towards this white line, it brings us nicely round. There is a car coming round this roundabout, some mirrors. Just mindful, signals come off, put it back on again. Good to go. over towards the white line.
Follow
Mindful of that car.
A7 for 4.5
Progress.
miles.
A7 borders historic route. Diddly-eye, diddly-doot. So we're an hour 26 left on this run. I'm not sure whether put him in now we'll find a nice little lay-by. We'll take half an hour. I'll get some, I don't know, late breakfast, early dinner or something, and a cup of tea. Lovely round here though, isn't it? Nice. So I was just thinking this morning, I've done a month now at this new job. It's a month ago today I started. I've done the full this is now week 5. I've done 4 weeks, so I've done a month here. And I am now turning into that ex-employee at Jenkins that I always talked about at various points to other people. When I was at Jenkins, I was there for 4 years and I seen quite a few people come and go. And then you'd always have one lad who you'd get pally with, yeah. You'd always have one, fuck it off. You'd always have one fella who you'd get pally with, then they'd leave. And for first week or so, first couple of weeks, you'd be on phone regular to them. How's it going, mate? You alright? Blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, through no fault of your own or no fault of theirs, you slowly start losing touch with each other. Because when you get down to nitty gritty, you've nothing else in common. You know what I mean? You're not batting for the same team anymore. You're not fighting same challenge. You know what I mean? You're not on the same wavelength anymore. He's then started a new job, and you know his mindset's changed. He's come out of Jenkins mode and into new job mode. So you slowly start losing contact, and then they just become that ex-employee, that ex-colleague what's just gone by the wayside. It is the River Tweed, this. Oh, there's a guy there fly fishing. Good effort. It kind of goes 2 ways though. It splits off and goes 2 ways as well. Yeah, so they then become that former colleague what's got a new job, gone their own way, and you just lose touch with them. You know, you've never fell out. It just happens. It's just an evolution. And I've kind of now become that fella. I have now become that fella because there was a couple of lads ringing me regular for the first 2 weeks from Jenkins, current employees and pals, you know what I mean, mates. But we've slowly started dwindling off now, and it's through nobody's fault. It's just one of them things. It's an evolution, isn't it? You know, it's one of the life's evolutions. I have now become that colleague. You know what I mean? Because you've not in common with them anymore. You've not. You've not in common only the fact that you both drive a bloody wagon. But because you're not driving a wagon for the same company now, there's no common goal to share. Do you know what I mean? You're not fighting for the same team anymore. Well, that's life, isn't it? That's the evolution of life. I mean, as you go through life, people will come and go in your life. You know, friends will come and go. Friends have come and gone. You end up when you're younger, you have a certain mindset of friends and that, and some of them you end up leaving behind because you grow up differently. Your priorities change as you grow older, and your mindset changes, and you think, actually, he's a bit of a fucking dick and I can't be arsed with him as I've got older. Or, you know, sometimes you get left behind as well. I've been left behind off other people. They've probably thought the same thing. Actually, Baz is a bit of a prick. I've no time for him, do you know what I mean? Or the priorities change. They end up meeting someone, they get married, they have a kid or whatever, do you know what I mean? Life's like an evolution, isn't it? People come and go, and sometimes you leave them behind and sometimes they leave you behind. And move on to pastures new and other friends. You know, it's just the way things happen, isn't it? Oh, this is actually Selkirk now, see. I've been on that industrial estate there before, actually. I should have pulled up there. I could have done with pulling up there. We could have ended this video. As I don't know how long we've gone on for, but it's been long enough. We're just coming into a 30 St Mirrors. Selkirk's a lovely place. I do like Selkirk. It's a bonny place. I'll tell you what, we'll run on through Selkirk and then we'll do another video later on when we're coming down towards Hoyk. We'll do one from Hoyk to Langamer. So just mindfully, there's parked traffic on the left, so we'll just come round with it. 120 left on this run before we've got to take half an hour. Mindful, can't quite see what's coming round at us. Trees overhanging slightly. Not an issue, but on a flatbed, just our mirrors sticking out, that's all. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people cutting about today, pedestrian wise. There's the odd one or two, but I don't know whether everyone's having a sleep in or not, and I don't know about it because there's not that many people about. Mirrors, just mindful of this truck.
At the end of the road, turn left, A7, Market Place, then bear right, Tower Street.
That's a lovely house, a building that with the turrets on. It's bloody gorgeous, it's beautiful. I don't know what it is. It looks like an official building or something, part of the town hall or something, I'm not sure. But it looks beautiful. Some mirrors as we come round, just mindfully, and I have been this way before a few times, it does tighten.
Turn left, then bear right.
So mindful here. I've come from straight across before, I'm sure I have. So just mirrors, just offer him up here, just feather him, just tickling and fettling. I'm sure I've gone straight across that road in the past before. I did. Went down there the other week and I tipped down there. So just mindful as we come round. Just a nice wide swing. Cars holding back for us. Mirrors. Again, just
bear
offer
right,
him up here because
A7,
it does bend
Tower
right
Street.
sharp to right and we don't know what's coming. So it's a bit of a tight corner. Just mirrors as we come round. Over towards this curb and then take it back off so it brings us nicely round in our lane. This car's just flashing us out, so we put a signal on and we'll make steady progress. Cheers pal, thanking you. Thanking the man.
Follow A7,
Nice looking
Tower
car. I
Street
think it was a
for
Jaguar.
9.5 miles.
That rhymed that. So again, just offering him up, mirrors, just mindful. This little truck coming towards us, the mirrors stick right out, mindful. Someone parked up on left hand side, man on a wheelchair or woman on a wheelchair, I do apologise. Mobility, I don't know what it is. A little mobility go-kart. Some mirrors, just mindful, just waiting if it come past. I don't want to catch him with back end of trailer. So signals on, we want round this, whatever it is. Car Audi has stopped and waited for us. Thankful of that. We've seen you first time, pal, but thanks for second flash. We'll give you a wave in a minute. So mirrors as we come round this, we'll just thank this guy, thanking you, sir. Still in a 20. Right, we'll just get to the side of here, and I think there's a big lay-by at the top of this road where we then start dropping down the big country roads. Take me home, out you go, West Virginia. Country mama, I want a cigarette, take me home. Not had one yet. I went to bed last night, I think it was 10 o'clock. I've not had one since about 9:45 last night. So it's over 12 hours. Just coming out of this 20 into a 30 now, some mirrors. Ba, 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 ba. So I think this will be enough for one video. Scottish borders, the borders, Scotland or whatever. Duns to Selkirk, and then we'll do another one in a bit to Selkirk to Hawick. Whereas there's a Jenkies just turning down there towards Kelso. That lad will be going on a chipper job somewhere, I guarantee it. I don't know where, but he's going to be going on a chipper job, I think, unless there's something down there at St Boswell's or Kelso or something. But I'm assuming, I think he's going to be going on a chipper job, that lad there. Back end of beyond, lad, back end of beyond. He'll be banging off in trees and everything in a bit, whoever's in that. Whoever's in that Jenkies wagon there, there's potential to be having a nightmare in a bit, bouncing off trees and all sorts. But I must be honest, I do miss Jenkies, I really do. I didn't think I would. That lay-by's closed. I didn't think I would, but I do miss Jenkies. I really do. I'm being honest, the jury's still out. I don't know whether I'm going to end up back at Jenkies or not. I don't know. I've said I'd give this job 3 months, and I am going to do. This job I'm doing is a piece of piss. It's once you get into it, the penny's dropped. I know what I'm doing strapping and that now, and it's easy enough. But I'm not getting as much long distance as I'd like. I'm really not. Although I'm going to load for Cambridge in a bit, so that's a good distance, isn't it? But I'm not getting as much long distance as I like. And some of the building sites that can be a bit of a pain in the arse, just tight and shitholes, you know what I mean? But other than that, the job's a piece of piss. The company I'm working for are really nice. The money's alright. I'm actually getting used to this DAF now. I'm pretty comfortable driving this DAF. It's not a bad truck, it's a good wagon. But I am actually missing Jenkies, I really am. I didn't think I would, but I am. I don't miss the black bag waste, I really don't. But I miss the job and I miss the lads, do you know what I mean? So we'll see how we get on. I mean, in another month, I might think completely differently. Well, I've done a month for you now. I said I'm going to do 3 months before I make a decision whether I'm going to stay or not. We'll see what the next month and a half holds, I suppose. Anyway, we're parking half a mile away, so we're going to pull in there. We're going to have a half an hour break and make a cup of tea and have a sandwich, I think. Yeah, why not? That's the plan. And we'll crack back on again through Hawick and Langham, and then we'll... I'm sure we'll pick you back up at some point later on. That alright for you? Yeah, no bother. So mirrors, just come off this gas, just ready. There is a lay-by coming up here. I'm not sure we're going to get in it because there's a car park there. Can we squeeze on? I think we just might, you know. You see, what's irritating is when a car pulls into a lay-by like this, I'm not having a go at them, but instead of pulling right to the front at bloody lay-by, they just pull 3/4 in. So then I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I try and get out after and past them. So I'm already squared up here, so we'll just back him up a little touch. Just mirrors, just mindful. Just back him up a touch, then straighten the trailer back up again, just so we can get out in a bit past this car without any bother. Just come forward a touch and just straighten him up. So we're perfectly straight in this lay-by, and we can actually get out past this car in a bit. Righto, that's it from me for now for this particular video. I have been your old mate Borothea. Once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. But for now, I am out of here. Join us again on the next one. I'll see you in a bit. Thank you. Ta-ra.